Hello and welcome to Viewer Television Top Stories. My name is Phillips Levin. The Electoral Commission, INEC, has declared Bola Tinubu, the candidate of Nigeria's ruling party, APC, as the winner of Saturday's presidential election. Tinubu defeated 17 other candidates who took part in the election. He scored a total of 8,794,726 votes and the highest of all the candidates, thus meeting the first constitutional requirement to be declared the winner. He also scored over 25% of the votes cast in 30 states, more than the 24 state constitutionally required. INEC Chairman Mahmoud Yakubu, who announced the final result in the early hours of Wednesday in Abuja, said Atiku Abubakar of the PDP comes second in the election. A coalition of civil society organizations has warned security agencies against arresting the General Overseer of Dunamis Church, Paul Enenche, and other clerics. The All Progressive Congress Presidential Campaign Council had on Monday called on the Department of State Services to invite Enenche, claiming the cleric delivered an inciting sermon last month Sunday. But the coalition, made up of the Arewa Youths for Peace and Security, the Pentecostal Association of Nigeria, the Salute Nigerian Initiative, and the Global Network for Sustainable Development, said speaking out against electoral malpractices and rigging should not be taken as inciting violence. The All Progressive Congress Presidential Campaign Council has called on the presidential candidates of Labour Party, Peter Obi, and his counterpart for the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, to accept defeat by calling to congratulate the APC flag bearer, Bola Tinubu. The APC PCC Special Advisor on Media and Strategic Communications, Dele Alake, made the call at the press conference in Abuja to address the calls for the Independent National Electoral Commission results to cancel the election. The development is coming in the wake of the demand by the PDP, Labour Party, and the African Democratic Congress for INEC National Chairman Professor Mahmoud Yakubu to step aside. The three parties had, in a joint press conference on Tuesday, alleged that the February 2023 presidential and National Assembly elections were marred by violence, rigging, and intimidation of voters. The federal government has advised former President Olusegun Obasanjo not to truncate democracy in the country. The governor said in reaction to the ex-presidents who on Monday asked President Muhammadu Buhari to prevail on the Independent National Electoral Commission Chairman Mahmoud Yakubu to stop the ongoing coalition and announcement of results. Obasanjo, in a letter titled An Appeal for Caution and Rectification, released on Monday, alleged that some politicians had compromised electoral officials to make the bimodal voters accreditation system machines redundant, adding that danger is lurking around the country over the alleged compromise of the electoral process. But the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, in a response described the ex-president's statement on the polls as inciting, self-serving, and provocative. The Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, has expressed concern over the tense political atmosphere in the country, calling on the Independent National Electoral Commission to ensure that the will of the people prevail. According to CAN, despite the many assurances given by INEC about its level of preparedness for this year's general election, the exercise fell below the reasonable expectation of the people. The president of CAN, Archbishop Daniel Oko, expressed this view in a statement titled Election, CAN appeals for calm, demands responsible action from INEC and others. Now, scores of angry demonstrators on Tuesday stormed the National Coalition Center at the International Conference Center in Abuja to demand that the Independent National Electoral Commission keep to its promise to deploy electronic transmission of results. The development is coming barely 24 hours after a similar group gathered near the National Defense College, a few meters away from the center, chanting INEC, keep your promises, no IRF, no coalition, among others. Now, Tuesday's demonstration saw the angry youths expressing dissatisfaction over the electoral umpire's refusal to deploy live feed to transmit election result electronically. Addressing journalists, one of the protest coordinators, Lemona Onoja, expressed that their major demands was for INEC chairman Professor Mahmoud Yakubu to fulfill his pledge of free, transparent, and open process. Another demonstrator, who identified himself as Barrister Lilian Kozau, also called on President Muhammadu Buhari not to have his legacy destroyed by the action of INEC. The National Broadcasting Commission has warned broadcasters covering the general elections to desist from using or allowing their platforms and facilities to be used for broadcasts of contents that may lead to the breakdown of law and order in Nigeria. The Director General of NBC, Balarabe Ilela, gave the warning in a statement titled Warning to Broadcast Stations obtained by journalists in Abuja, while reminding all broadcast stations that they have a duty to promote sustainable democracy in Nigeria. The Commission also warned that appropriate sanction will be meted out to any airing station that operates outside the confines of Nigerian Broadcasting Code. And with that, we end top stories for now. Well, my name is Philip Sliven. Do have a great new month. Bye-bye for now.